Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. I have two batches of chickens. They are now almost 7 weeks old. And then these are 3.5 to 4 weeks old that are in the dog crate. And it's a beautiful day outside today, so now I'm trying to acclimate the second batch of chicks into the first batch of chicks. And the way I'm doing that safely is by keeping them separated but inside the run. So everybody was all right around the cage. The older chicks were right around the cage until I got the camera out. But now they're coming back. Now they're getting curious. As you can see, there's a pretty good size difference. So I don't want anybody to get picked on or to get hurt. And this is the first time the babies have been outside. So this is all new to them. And I'm doing the same thing with the second batch that I did with the first. That we're getting them used to the outside noises and temperatures and all that good stuff. Now how do I want to say this? The bigger ones that are on the outside of the dog crate, they're more or less a barnyard mix. I do have two Buff Orpingtons that I know are Buff Orpingtons, and I have Ermine Americanas that I know are true bred birds. I also have two Leghorns. The other ones I'm just guessing about. On the inside of the crate, I have barred rocks. And I'm going to zoom in here to show you something. The little brown and white birds are supposed to be Buff Orpingtons, but they do not look anything like the Buff Orpingtons that I've had grow out in the past. So I think they're Golden Comets or Isa Browns that were just mislabeled at the store. They look like Buff Orpingtons as chicks. Now, my family was asking me why I got 20 baby chicks. And we had a situation the other night where the chickens were starting to go inside the hen house at night and roost up on their roosting bar. And I would close the door. Well, the other night, I had fallen asleep early and I did not close the chicken door. I came out the next morning and we had a fatality where something had gotten into the chicken coop and gotten a hold of the chick. So now of the big chicks, I have 10 rather than having an 11. And I'm thinking that a couple of those are roosters that are with me. Oops, sorry about my hand. So I won't be able to keep the roosters. And then, there we go, we're having a rooster fight off. So I would be absolutely 100% lucky if I didn't have any fatalities as these babies were growing into adulthood. So right now I'm counting my blessings and that I've only lost one. And that had nothing to do with them. That had everything to do with me not closing the hen house door. And nature took its course. So let's go back to the littles. You can see they're pretty much settled down now. They're eating and drinking. They're stretching their wings and enjoying the fresh air. So this is how I acclimate when I get new birds to the established flock. And even though these chicks, they're only 3.5 weeks apart, there's still a flock difference because these guys were too little to put in with 3.5-week-old chicks. So it's like I had 2 brooders, so they were separate. And now they have to learn to come together as one flock. So my guesses for the little brown and white birds were Isa Brown or Golden Comets. If any of y'all have different suggestions, please let me know, because I bought them from a box store as Buff Orpingtons. But you can see the difference. Let me see if I can zoom in on one of my older buffs. There's a Buff Orpington right there in the center. Yeah, she's pure Buff Orpington. And her sister is also. There they are. So that's the difference between that and these. I'm going to say Isa Browns because, as you can see, right, let's see, right. Whoops, the chick just disappeared. The chicks have a very dark spot in between the shoulder blades. There she is. She's looking at the camera now in the center. But again, I would like your input, because like I said, they were mislabeled at the store. And what I thought were Buff Orpingtons are not Buff Orpingtons. So thank you for watching the growth of this channel and growth of the chickens that I have a flock of 19 for the year 2024. Like, subscribe, and share if you have any inclination as to watch this flock grow. They should be laying eggs somewhere around July, the middle of July. So I will keep you up to date on the progress that we're making. And the older chicks just don't, I mean, look, they're just all settled around the fence and enjoying the sunshine. There's some back in the back there, but they're not at all intrigued about the new babies, so perhaps this will be a very easy integration. It may only just take a couple of days. Well, like I said, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And I will see you next week.